Hey guys, this is 012 Boku coming at you with another movie review yet again. And sorry I've been away for so long, but been packing and getting ready for a move. So that's what most of my time has been dedicated to, and a lot of my other side projects have been sort of put on hold as well. But I'm here to make another review. Sorry I've not done anymore like within a month, but I'll try to get one out at least once a month, or hopefully it's more when I can, because that's always a little bit of the difficult bit for me, is to try to just get as much out and in as we can for me to do a review for you guys. But I'm coming with you with yet again another DreamWorks film and the DreamWorks production line that I am currently on and experiencing. And the one thing that I'm going to show for you guys today, yep, you guessed it. You guessed it, sorry. Kung Fu Panda. Now, this is like one of my top tier views, because Kung Fu Panda is the movie that was getting me back into DreamWorks movies, because for some reason I fell out of DreamWorks, and I didn't give a lot of their films due credit. And I'll say basically, even though Monsters vs. Aliens looked good to me, I didn't give it its due credit. I didn't give B-movie any credit, because I had never seen it. As I told you guys, I saw that one later on. Over the Hedge was like, man, I thought a lot of their films were iffy, and I didn't really give them a huge amount of attention. But when I saw Kung Fu Panda, this is the one that got me back into it. And the reason for that is because it's just an exciting film where animals are once again taking on human characteristic traits, and they become kung fu fighters. Especially Po here, who basically lives in dreams about being a kung fu master. And the film starts off with a cool dream sequence. If you listen to the audio commentary in the film, the directors, I think it's Mark Osborne and John Stevenson, they say they wanted to give the film an anime quality type of feel, which you could see that they did. And in Poe's dream, he's a great kung fu fighter and master, and he's really just an an awesome guy, and all the women love him, and he's heroic. And the Furious Five, which are shown all around here on the cover, as you guys can see, like all around through there. The Furious Five, he's good friends with. He, is awesome that, he can be with them. And, everything's cool, and he's taking on hordes and hordes of villains. Until he's woken up by his father, Mr. Ping, who is brilliantly voiced by, sorry, I'm blanking on his name, James Hong, there we go. Brilliantly voiced by James Hong. A lot of movies James Hong does, even though if he's in there for just a minute, it's amazing just to see James Hong in any film, because he really is a tremendous actor who doesn't get his due credit. And, Jack Black, who does Poe, once again, really gives a good performance in this film as well. But he's woken up by his father, Mr. Ping, and, he's got, like, a whole bunch of cool kung fu memorabilia, toys of the Furious Five. He wants to live this dream, but, he's just in a regular room, and we find out when he goes downstairs to meet his father, Mr. Ping, who's a goose, who's taking care of him. They're basically just noodle folk. His father runs a noodle shop. His father wants Poe to take care of it, and Poe doesn't mind making noodles, but it isn't what he wants to do. He wants to do kung fu. He wants to have fun. He wants to be known. He wants to just, have a really good time and do his thing. And the thing is, noodles is not his type of forte. He's afraid to tell his father about liking kung fu, because he doesn't want to disappoint his father, because his father's a very nice, loving, and caring man. He just, he doesn't understand why Poe has a dream that in his mind won't work for him. And basically, what comes next is you have a tournament to be held for the fighters of the Furious Five to see who the next Dragon Warrior will be, which is set up by Master Oogway, brilliantly once again voiced by Randall Duck Kim. You know, great to see Randall Duck Kim playing a wise kung fu tortoise master, and under his tutelage, his trainer at the time, who's also a master, who's taught the Furious Five as well, Master Sifu, who is once again greatly voiced by another great actor, Dustin Hoffman. And, you know, they're getting ready for the tournament because they need to choose the next Dragon Warrior, and also Oogway says the reason we need to choose Dragon Warrior is because I have had a vision that your former student, Tai Lung, will break out of prison, which Sifu is freaking out because, you know, Tai Lung will rage on the valley like he did before, as, you know, we'll explain a little bit, and basically, you know, they need to pick a new warrior to prepare for Tai Lung, and Sifu's trying to take it personally, and, you know, Uguay's telling him to relax because, you know, these things have to happen in time. And all the meanwhile, you know, Poe's struggling to get to this tournament to see who the Dragon Warrior is going to be. He has trouble climbing stairs, takes him forever to get up there, doesn't get into the main building. He goes through so many antics to try to get into this temple of the Furious Five and the Kung Fu Masters, and he finally does it using fireworks. So he like blasts himself up, his chair melts, everything's bad. You know, it was a good idea at the time, and then sadly he crumbles down and falls in front of who Master Wei was going to possibly pick, which was Master Tigress, who believe, yeah, right there, Master Tigress. He falls in front of, who is voiced by Angelina Jolie, and when he falls in front of Tigress, Oogway points at Poe, you know, the Furious Five, and Master Sifu thinks it's an accident, that it can't be true. Oogway then announces that Poe is the new Dragon Warrior. Everybody's shocked, including Mr. Ping, Poe's father. You know, they're just all in shock that this happened because it's like it was an accident. It shouldn't have happened. Oogway's like, well, there's no accidents. You know, I sensed his power, Poe's power, and this, you know, big fat panda is going to be the next Dragon Warrior. And all the meanwhile, when Sifu's preparing for the Dragon Warrior, he sent a messenger goose to basically prepare for Tai Lung's, you know, escape. So, you know, double the guard, make sure his bonds are tight, make sure this snow leopard, evil snow leopard, will not escape. And when they get there, you know, the goose is talking to the prison warden, who is hilariously, and, you know, in another good, you know, quick role, voiced by Michael Clark Duncan, you know, the big tough rhino prison guards who, you know, don't like it when their job's insulted, and he thinks Sifu's insulting their job, and they basically go down and, you know, check on Tai Lung, and he's immobilized. He's like got pressure points on his cage. He's immobilized. He can't move. He can't, you know, feel his chi or anything or do any martial arts. He's completely immobilized. What happened was is the prison warden, the rhino, hit this goose on the back, causing one of his feathers to fall down near Tai Lung. Tai Lung uses his tail to get the feather, and he opens up his restraints, and he starts escaping, and just in the most hilarious but yet awesome escapes ever, breaks out of the prison and sets himself free. Plus, I haven't mentioned that Tai Lung is greatly voiced by Ian McShane, and he's just phenomenal in the role as this evil character, because you can see where his hint of arrogance is, where his evilness is, but you can see how in a way that he's arrogant and deserving, and in a strange way, maybe that wasn't always there for, you know, what they needed for him to be. And it goes on to where, you know, he's escaping, Tai Lung is coming, Sifu and Oogway and the others know this, and basically, without explaining what happens to Oogway, Oogway forces Sifu into a position to where, he can't help Sifu train Po. Sifu's got to do it himself to find himself, to forget the mistake of what happened with Tai Lung, because we learned that Sifu trained Tai Lung to be the Dragon Warrior, so much so that Tai Lung always believed it, as did Sifu believed it. So both their pride blinded them, and when Uwei said, no, there's darkness in Tai Lung's heart, I can't make him be the Dragon Warrior, we have to find somebody else. That's what started Tai Lung's anger and, resentment and rage, because, he truly believed he was it, when personally, he's not, because of his pride and arrogance. Same thing that happened to Sifu. So Sifu's got to train Po on his own. All the meanwhile, Po's just excited to be there. He's going to learn martial arts. He wants to do his best. But the thing is Master Sifu, the other Furious Five, Tigress, Mantis, Crane, Monkey, Viper, they all sort of put him down. They treat him like a joke. This guy will never learn. He'll never get anywhere. And he'll be, just a complete joke. He'll ruin our reputation of the temple. So they all treat him very badly. And there's times where Po just wants to learn, or he's being a goofball and he doesn't understand, and he gets crud kicked out of him by all the members in the training room. Po really can't do much. And, Jack Black just shows, like, his helplessness, but never has the audacity to give up, because he really wants to live this dream. And throughout that audacity, the Furious Five actually grow into a little bit of a friendship, but they're still somewhat embarrassed that Po's hanging around trying to do what they do. So within the whole confines, Sifu has to train Po to be the best martial artist he can be, and also prepare for Tai Lung to come to the valley, because Tai Lung wants a Dragon Scroll, and they have to prevent him to getting that. And it's just a really epic movie to face up to that point. And once again, the animation, the characters, everything in this movie is phenomenal. Great voices, great people to still be involved. I mean, other voices in this film are, like Seth Rogen as Mantis, Viper's Lucy Liu, Monkey is Jackie Chan, Crane is David Cross. You have a few other cameo roles, such as like his friend from Tenacious D. I forget who the third guy is, but Kyle Gass is also cameo role in this. Wayne Knight actually plays a bull for like one dialogue sentence. He plays a bull where he's threatening him in the beginning of his anime dream sequence, and once again, it's just cool to see Wayne Knight doing a voiceover and like lending his just hilarious talents for that one line, which is actually, pretty funny when you think about it in the film, when you see the like wild zany anime sequence that Po dreams for the beginning opening. And it's just got decent cameos, great voice acting. The music, the score done by Hans Zimmer and John Powell in this movie is phenomenal. They just do a great job bringing in actual, like, Chinese, Asian cultural music that fits into martial arts films and other films that have been done. And they make it fun, they make it sound funny, but they also make it sound serious and deep-rooted, like there's a good story to behold. And it's just really well done. And, for the first film, it's an amazing film, because it gives, great imagery, it gives great morals for, why we should always follow our dreams and never give up on them. And also that, true power is not written on things, it's found within ourselves. So it really gives that idea of like an inner peace sanctum, or discovering what we can for ourselves, for what we can do. So overall, it is just a great film. And I give Kung Fu Panda just a great rating. It is very funny and just, phenomenal, action-packed. The action scenes in this movie are great. Seeing some of these animals do Kung Fu does seem a little ridiculous, but it's so entertaining and so funny, you won't care how it goes down. And overall, I give the film a brilliant 10 out of 10. It was that entertaining of a movie, that fun of a movie, and it's definitely one I would watch again. So, you guys let me know, what do you think of Kung Fu Panda? Do you think it was a great movie? Do you think it could have been better? Let me know what you think, and I will hopefully get back to you soon with another movie review, and hopefully it won't be this long. But once again, like I said, with all I'm trying to do, and with on top of that packing, I will try to hopefully get another one into you by this next month, if not within the next 2 weeks. But we will see what will take place within that. So till then, guys, this is 012 Boku signing off, and I will see you again later.